He just went into it manually. Hey, don't put him off. Leave him alone.
Hey,
Yeah,
he's my podcast host. I can do whatever I want.
I guess that's fair.
You gotta be.
But I thought I was the guest. I thought whatever the guest says goes.
Yeah, sorry.
Dream guest on my podcast.
This gets on our podcast?
Probably George Sullivan.
What are you doing, Sullivan?
Yeah.
Definitely. Probably George
Kavarligos.
Kavarligos.
Sullivan.
Okay.
Should I intro the pod?
Yeah, you
Should I give you guys?
Please.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are waiting for an intro.
Yeah,
I'm itching for it. I'm itching for it right now.
You should probably stop taking that creatine. I heard it makes you.
Beta alanine.
But you should stop taking that beta alanine. I think you should. I think it just.
I can't, dude. I can't. All the podcasts are telling me that I gotta keep consistent. You know.
Hey, I'm a big beta alanine guy personally. It's beautiful. It helps with blood flow. It's fantastic.
It does, and I love blood flow.
Well, welcome to Cue the Ramen.
With your hosts,
Simon
Simon
and Michael.
Simon and Michael.
Simon and Michael. Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back. Today we have a very special guest.
Our favorite of our special guests that's named George Kavarligos.
You know, it's actually a sad guy, George Kavarligos Sullivan. I got it.
Yeah, well, let's let him say his name since
Yeah, just ignore
he's
him.
the expert on his name.
I don't even know if I would say that at this point because I'm still in the throes of trying to figure out my stage.
Yeah.
and,
Jesus, coming down hard outside.
the snow. Yeah, it is snowing outside for the audience.
Yeah, for the audience.
Yeah, the audience, just think of like a really cozy snow environment where it's snowing outside.
Yeah, so we're currently sitting on a couch by a fireplace in a wood cabin.
Yeah.
For those watching on YouTube, use your imaginations.
Yeah, please lie.
Yeah.
Please help us lie.
Just imagine we have hot cocoa in our hands, not orange soda.
Yeah, and imagine we're in big cozy jackets instead of 3 red Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah. What better, reason to wear Hawaiian shirts than when it snows outside?
Yeah, exactly. So I should say my name.
Yeah. Yes. Please.
Well,
please tell us a little bit about you. Names. We could use a nouner. Nouner check.
yeah, I'll give you that.
And then
Check. Your favorite beach?
yeah,
My favorite beach? Oh, yeah. That's actually the worst question.
Okay.
I'll
Is that
go
too controversial? Because if it's too controversial, we have plenty.
my usual. I just don't like the beach.
So if it's too controversial, we have a different question.
Okay, Okay, your favorite beach memory?
My favorite. Okay, I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. So these guys know me as George Sullivan. I am trying out a stage name, Kavarligos Sullivan, and it's very likely that could change to George Kavarligos. I'm probably not going to do it by George Kavarligos Sullivan because that is just a mouthful. My
mouthful.
Is that not the only thing?
Yeah.
You ready to get a dummy up for that one? Come on.
George has a mouthful.
Do you guys clap to sync the audio?
No.
You guys should start doing that.
Yeah, probably.
It's very helpful. Like we do it just to sync up the audio and the video.
And
You clap and then you look for the spike in the
Yeah.
recording and then just a little.
Yeah.
we can do it now.
No, we're already halfway.
Yeah. Well, you guys also already clap.
Yeah,
that's
so
true.
so for the people at home, it's Mr. Sullivan is also a podcast man himself. He's a man of.
Well, I haven't shared my favorite beach story yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Getting ahead of ourselves
you
here.
guys are a little bit. I get excited too. My nouner is he, him.
Yep.
My favorite beach memory. You know what? This can actually count as my favorite beach as well. I went to Greece the summer after 6th grade because I'm half Greek. My mom's Greek. That's where the Kavarligos comes from. It's our original family name. I've never met another person with Kavarligos in their name. Yeah, and during this time, it's kind of the only memory I have of the beach in Greece. I went to this island called Ikaria, and it's a town called Makanitis that my grandpa lived in or grew up in. And there's like a rock beach. Like instead of sand, it's a bunch of pebbles, and it's a lot more pleasing to walk around than you would think. You would think that it would hurt, but it's like all the rocks are very round, so it actually feels pretty good.
It's like a foot massage.
That's exactly what he said. Little fitness like.
Yeah, at this point, I was still, I was just getting comfortable with swimming, like in the ocean and whatnot. Like I was a fine swimmer, and I had this giant like shark inflatable, and the inflatable flew away in the wind. Right, so I swam out just a little bit too far into the sea.
Wow.
And I was like holding onto the shark inflatable for dear life, and I started like kind of drifting away, and it was very likely that I could have like actually drifted out into sea and like drowned, but luckily a really nice man like saw what was happening and like swam out and like grabbed me just because I didn't want to lose this little shark inflatable. So I think that might be my favorite memory, just because it shows that people are good.
Yeah, I mean,
That's beautiful.
I didn't even know.
good little story about how humanity is still out there somewhere.
That's true. Humanity is out there, and we'll find them.
Yeah, and the arts bring out humanity in people, which is why we have this silly little podcast.
Yeah.
true.
Oh, and yeah, you were mentioning before I so rudely cut you off
yeah.
about the fact that you could go ahead and.
Well, yeah. So George is a man of many, many talents.
Thank you.
For those watching, he has a 6-pack and 48-inch biceps.
Yeah.
Or for those listening, for those watching, you can see it.
You obviously can see it.
Yeah, but George is a podcast host of a right-winged.
We're very into red pill content. We invite people on, specifically women, and we just kind of berate their opinions and then themselves. And usually we try to do that without them talking, but it's really hard. So but obviously, we invited Michael and Simon on to talk about how much we hate women and love this country. And I guess this is they're returning the favor and bringing me on to their little gay liberal show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and George is also an actor, a writer, and
It's true. I mean, the list goes on, right?
well, yeah,
I host a variety show here.
you do host a variety.
I don't know if anyone you'll bring on will ever talk about No Shame, but
I mean, why better than
I guess
Shame,
I guess I am one of the hosts.
We might bring the other host on.
You
as
should.
well.
She's delightful.
Yeah.
She was on my podcast. Didn't let her talk at all. It's 2 hours long.
Yeah.
So it was a really good episode. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy you had her in the first place on the.
I know.
But,
Yeah, she begged.
Yeah.
Oh, so please tell us a little bit more about you as an artist.
Wow, that's a very open question. I mean, I realized from a very early age that I get the most satisfaction in my life when I am entertaining people. And so
You're a very entertaining person too.
yes,
true.
I've always wanted to be a content creator. That was kind of like when I was younger. That was the thing that was the dream for me, was to make content on YouTube and have people like actually watch it. Which I mean, I guess I already accomplished that dream with the podcast. And
That's true.
I guess I also made a movie.
Yeah, the movie. That's a big role.
I made a 2-hour long feature length movie at the end of high school. It's all about like moving on and like keeping memories alive. It's
That's beautiful.
it's like the movie isn't good, right? I find a lot of charm in bad movies, so like I would do things to make it purposefully bad. Like all of the actors cast in it, except for me and one other person, like they're not actors. They're just my friends who I was like, be in this movie, please. And like I would tell them like, it's fine if you do a bad job. That's kind of what I want. Originally I wanted to go to school for art, for like drawing, like physical art. Yeah, I was super into drawing. I don't even know what it was about it, but
Can you still draw?
I could draw fine. I don't want to stroke my dick too hard, but like
We can stroke it for you. If
you can. I mean, well, you guys have never seen me really draw, but I'm really good at like doing caricatures, like doing little.
Yeah. Did you do your obligatory podcast logo?
No, that was my friend Julie. But if you watch to the end of some of the more recent episodes, I have drawings of me in Forrest that I did do, and it's very like bubbly, very cartoony. But in 7th grade, my mom put me into like an acting class for middle school. Like that's when we started having electives, and I mean, once I was there, I was kind of like, I guess this is just what I want to do, because it was just really fun to just make people laugh and have people look at me. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's kind of like. That kind of answers like the first question I had there.
Oh yeah.
But I have a second part to that question.
Okay. Well, what was the first part of the question?
For the first,
Why do you make
the
art?
first part is why you make art. But
well,
do you keep going?
Oh yeah. Well, I think the reason why I make art has kind of evolved. Ever since I took that first acting class. I mean, I was in a solo class recently, and I kind of came to a lot of revelations about art, because acting specifically was not something. And if I'm talking way too much and not giving enough space,
No. This is you're the guest.
We talk all the time.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I came to a lot of realization about myself. For me, acting, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed performing, but like acting in very dramatic or very grounded work like film and television was not something that I really saw myself doing, mostly because I, one, didn't think I would be good at it, and two, didn't think I had the maturity enough to handle such things. It really came from a place of insecurity, I would argue. But over my time at VCU being surrounded by all these actors, I actually remember first semester, freshman year, Aiden, one of our good friends, like asked me like, what type of stuff do you want to do? And I told him, I was like, I only want to do comedy. I only want to do funny things. Because I was like, that's kind of the only thing that I'm good at. But I was pushed a lot by...
Which isn't true.
Well,
You're very good at comedic things, but also you are fantastic at bringing out, raw emotion, and it's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, what it was at the time, I definitely excelled more at comedy than I did at dramatic work.
Yeah.
But over the years, being pushed by certain professors, specifically D.T. Tony, Dr. C, Emily Madison, also influenced. I wouldn't have auditioned for the BFA program if she didn't tell me to. I spent basically the last 3 years focusing pretty much only on dramatic work, and I've gotten to a point where I'm really proud of it. But I realized recently that the reason... Did I answer a later question?
No, I was reading ahead and I got distracted, and the later question made me chuckle.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't wait to hear what that one is. I realized that the reason why I actually do art, and the reason why I want to continue doing art, is because I think I wasn't very liked as a kid. I felt like I didn't receive a lot of love, or at least the ways that I would have loved to experience love from, family, friends, people that I'm close with. It made me feel very isolated. So I made myself very funny and out there and extroverted and goofy, so that people could be like, oh, this kid's very funny, this kid's nice, and no one ever wants to not be friends with the funny guy. So I think what I realize now is that I use my art to make people feel comfortable in the fact that they're weird, because I'm a weird guy. I'm not a normal person, and I have a lot of pride in that.
The three of us.
Exactly. I have a lot of pride in the fact that I'm not a regular person. I think everyone should strive to be weirder, be more whimsical. And so I think that's the reason why I continue to do it. One, to make people feel more comfortable, and two, to make people feel less alone.
Well, we got enough, normal people out there, boring people, to fill multiple rooms. I mean, but there's not enough funny, weird guys out there.
Exactly.
For people.
I think
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I think you also have a wonderful ability to make people feel seen for who they are.
For sure.
And you look deeper than just what's on the outside. You find that inside connection.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really beautiful thing that you have.
Yeah, I think that's what everyone wants. I think everyone just wants to be seen. And I think everyone wants to be seen, but I also think a lot of people are scared. They also don't want to be seen at the same time, because it's a very scary thing to be your full authentic self, be naked basically in front of another person, and have that be okay, because they might not like it, but you
have a beautiful body, though.
And I have a beautiful naked body in a 17-inch CNS.
It's crazy. It's
flaccid too.
17 inches flaccid, but it's the diameter and thickness of a pasta.
Yeah, it's because of my joking technique. It's just a urethra with skin on it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that more.
Yeah, obviously, obviously. But I think through, because there are a few things about me that I'm a black person. That's very important to my art. I'm starting to realize is that black men specifically aren't promoted to be super emotional and basically act out of norm, because that would put a target on our back. I realized this in a black theater class, because black men show love very differently than black fathers specifically show love in a very different way. They're focused on protection and survival rather than like emotional stability and mental health. So by doing theater and by choosing to be as whimsical and weird as I am, I hope makes other people feel comfortable. Like when I do perform, they see that and they go, "Oh, I can be like that. I am asexual. I don't really like sex." I make that a part of my acting sometimes, and it's weird it's not talked about often. Men being asexual and not really enjoying these types of activities because men, fairly so, are seen as very horny people who do sex stuff all the time. And as someone who doesn't do that, I want to portray that about myself and have potentially other people who might feel the same way and don't even realize it, like see that and be like, oh, I can be open about this and it can just be chill.
Yeah, and I really like how you bring up how, like, you know, kind of being your own weird self, you know, lets people kind of touch that part of themselves that is like that as well. Like it's like, it's almost like you go from like you skip parts of friendships like that way. Like you could go from like being best friends in like a day by just being weird from the start or something, or being more of yourself, because it's like a lot of people, you gotta warm up to each other.
Exactly.
And you're like, oh, we've been friends for a year. I didn't know you could be like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of reasons why people want to hide things about themselves, and I'm not here to cast judgment. I was like that way for a really long time, but I think people should realize that they don't need to hold anything in, especially about how they feel. They don't have to make jokes about it. They don't have to do this or that about it. They can be open about it. And if someone doesn't accept that, that's fine. Someone out there will.
Yeah.
And that's what I hope to.
And a lot of people, like, they find that really endearing. Like, you might not always tell you that, but a lot of the times people will, like, you know, one day you'll be talking to them and they'll be like, you know, you make me feel so much more comfortable with myself. And, like, because, I mean, you're not always you're going to make, like, a weird joke and not everyone's going to go, wow, that was weird, but you owned it, and that's awesome. Like, it's not something people do often. But,
well, also just, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
we're in the Western world, we're not very open about how we feel about each other or what we appreciate about each other.
Especially with, like, us being men.
Yeah.
And, like, we were talking about this it's earlier, or at some point, on how, like, as men, we are discouraged from like feeling and expressing those emotions unless it's frustration.
Yeah.
And I know, like, especially, of course, we're going back to solo, that was definitely something that like I struggled with. And I think it was something that the entire class, we all learned from all the men in the class, that it's vulnerability is a beautiful thing and it doesn't make you less of a man. And I think it's just like a beautiful thing to see real men open up and express what's wrong with not just themselves, like internally, but also externally, what's going on.
Things that they've been through and that they struggled with. I mean, one thing that this is something I touched upon in solo in the performance, but I went into very deeply, is that like I wasn't like super allowed to cry when I was a kid. My parents saw that as weakness, so I was discouraged from being vulnerable, and that's something that I had to sankofa, go back and get, and like acknowledge that like this is the reason why they did that. It was still fucked up, so I'm gonna go back and like accept what happened so that I can have that ability again to cry. And I cried on stage for the very first time.
Because I remember when I was younger, like, obviously, like, a lot of us had fathers that just, like, didn't cry, you know? And my dad was one of those guys. And I remember when I was younger, I used to, like, cry all the time. And I distinctly remember I told myself that I'm going to limit the amount of times I cry. Like, I'm going to, like, I was like, I'm not going to cry anymore. And I'm going to count how many times I cry in a year and take it down every year.
Wow.
And I remember I was, like, 9 years old thinking that. And I was like... And it did work, honestly. I went from, like, you know, crying every other day, you know, because I was an emotional kid. And then I just went from that to, like, never crying. And then I knew, like, the end of the year would come up and I'd be like, well, I cried once in March and then twice in July. And then, okay, so 4 times total. And then as I got older, I was like, that's kind of messed up that I'm forcing myself to not emote that way and thinking that like I can't do that.
Yeah.
And like it's not even like that anyone told me not to do that. Like my parents or my family, they never were like, Simon, you cry so much. It was something that I felt like I did.
Internally.
Yeah, I felt it internally because, you know, the other men around me, and I have a lot of brothers,
Yeah.
didn't do that.
Are you the youngest one?
I'm the second youngest.
Okay.
So I do have like especially, you know, my oldest sibling, he's like, he was in the military, he was a Marine, and he'd be the first one to be like, you know,
Don't cry.
yeah. Like, I remember he came back one year and he was like, this is such a weird question to ask, like, your brothers, but he's like, do y'all like rainbows? And and then me and my twin were like, yeah, I fuck with rainbows. He was like, no, you don't. You don't like rainbows. I don't think he's like so much like that anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
But, like,
you said he was just in the military.
Yeah, post-military, he just was like, I need to get my brothers, keep them straight, keep them going. Like,
Yeah.
these are gonna be men someday.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, we're only on the first question, but I apologize. But
No. I think we're on the second now.
oh, okay.
Hey, don't worry. We're pushing.
You guys have got this.
We're
covered.
pushing through.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure my father like kind of because I'm the oldest of this group of kids that he has.
I was gonna say.
I'm the oldest, and I think he expected of me to become a really strong like leading older brother who like is a natural protector, eventually goes to the military and works like a nice fine job because, you know, yeah, I don't think he really expected for his first son to pop out, be this weird like kind of gay little kid who wants to do theater and like cries all the time and plays like video games. So I think it was like an interesting culture shock of him trying to be like, I think naturally, this is something that I'm realizing. I think naturally parents they always have an expectation kind of what the kid's going to be. I think they tell you otherwise. I think they're lying, but I can't really say. I don't have a kid. But I think when my parents had me, I think they expected me to be like classic, strong, older brother. And I kind of wasn't, but in a weird way, I actually am. Yeah. I'm able to go out on a stage and actually just be myself and be vulnerable in front of an audience and still cry.
Isn't that the manliest thing you could do?
I think so.
I think so.
I touched upon this on my solo piece, which Simon didn't see because he's an asshole.
I will see it. It's recorded, and I'm going to watch it.
But I talked
Spray light away.
Oh, shucks. But I also talk about how I wasn't directly told not to cry, but I still am. I have a huge fear of being sick, and I'm a germaphobe. And growing up, I was told that if I cried, I would get sick. Not necessarily like that, but I was 7 when I was told this, so I interpreted it like that. So I talk about this, but I stopped crying, and I would refuse to cry out of the fear of getting sick. And but I recently learned that that's not okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to cry.
Yeah.
But also, an interesting thing that it reminded me of, while I was writing my solo piece, I talked to my parents and was like, when you guys first told me, what was your expectations for me? And both of my parents just said they didn't have any expectations. It was just pure joy. And they would give whatever to make sure that I had a good life. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. Yeah. And then also we brought up Sankofa, which means to go back and get it, which is a thing that was taught to us by Dr. Tanya Pettiford Waits.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was something that was like driven into us that it's not embarrassing to go back and get something once you've left. It's embarrassing once you've reached your final destination and realize you don't, and knowing you don't have it, and you need it. Yeah,
it changed my life when she said that.
Yeah,
because I went back and I got that ability to cry, and now I'm like one of the biggest babies on all. I watched Stranger Things in 4 days, and I cried so much. I didn't even care about the show, but I was like, I like these characters, and I'm crying because they're sad. Like one of the characters in Stranger Things, like, came out in like the last season, and I was like crying. The scene sucked, but I was like, he's showing so much bravery. I can't even contain him.
And it's kind of crazy because I feel like those moments are almost sought after. Like I remember I remember the first time like I watched a TV show or a movie that made me cry.
Yeah.
And I was like, I actually like wanted to watch more things that would make me cry.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to watch something that affected me so much in a way that I would cry in my bed
Yeah.
at something that's not even in front of me or happening to me.
Can I ask what made you cry?
Yeah, and it's really funny too because I remember I was like, I think it took me until I was like 14, and I was watching this episode of Glee, and
You never see Glee.
yeah,
I've only seen the first season.
it's pretty bad to watch now. Yeah, I think it's and there's some very flawed characters, but anyway, it was this episode. Spoiler alert.
No.
Do you actually care? Do you actually care if I tell you this?
Hey, my ears are covered.
Okay.
Does it involve Bert?
No.
Oh.
It was this episode where the real actor of Finn died,
Right.
and they did a whole episode. It was called The Quarterback. I remember that, and they were all like basically making like it was just a big eulogy. Like they were all like, and I remember like I watched videos about how like these actors were actually crying, and like there's this scene where this character named Santana, she's like singing this song. What was it? Anyway, it doesn't really matter. But she was singing this song, and she kind of like stops, and she starts sobbing, and she has to run out of the room, which was not in the script.
Same with
She had to prevent that.
Riverdale. I haven't seen it, but
Yeah.
I know they have a similar thing that happens because they also had an actor pass away.
It was the main character's dad,
Yeah.
and it was like a very important part of his development.
Yeah. But Finn, he was one of the big dogs of the show, and like
it
they had a
wasn't
whole
really.
He just died in the
they had like a whole arc for him like planned like and then he died, and they didn't mention why, obviously, how he died, which is not important. But I remember watching it, and I was like sobbing there, and I was like I've never watched anything that's made me feel this way. And I remember I looked up, I was like, sad movies, because I felt like I released something in me.
It's powerful.
Yeah, I was like, damn. And then I watched Perks of Being a Wallflower, and then I was like, damn,
That movie was sad. Yeah.
holy
I
shit.
was not a fan of that movie.
Well, what about it?
Just
The age gap? That's fine.
well,
I think the age gap. I think the age gap is weird too.
no, I mean yes, but also like there was a multitude of. I think it's because it got hyped up to me as one of the biggest or the best movies.
I was one of those who did that.
And I had seen a clip about it, and it's when the main character is talking about his friend Michael, and he goes, "My best friend Michael, his dad was an alcoholic, so he didn't like to do much. He never drank. He didn't like parties." And Emma Watson's
Where's
character
Michael
goes,
today?
"Where's Michael today?" And he goes, "Michael killed himself last May.
Yeah.
I wish he'd left a note." Which like that just hit deep with me because there's a lot of substance abuse in my family, and like mental health issues have always been like a struggle in my family for myself. So I was like, wow, this can be great. And then I watched it, I was like, wow, it's mid. So it wasn't as good as I was expecting.
Yeah, that was once actually my favorite movie for a while. Actually, I was really affected by that movie. I think it's because I watched it when I was a freshman.
I think if
He was also a freshman.
I would have watched it in high school and not in college, it would have been different.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So let's actually move on to the next question.
I'll keep it good stuff.
But I'm glad that we did talk about this because this is
important.
very important stuff here. We kind of already touched on
I
this.
mean, we did a little bit, but I think we can just go a little bit more into it of like, wait, are you talking about 2 or 3?
2.
I mean, we already hit 2. Let's
Well,
just,
can I know what the question is?
it was just, what's your favorite part about acting?
That challenge.
Challenges
That
you.
challenges you.
Oh, that challenge. Oh, yeah, vulnerability.
Yeah,
It's the biggest issue with our generation of actors is that we're not vulnerable.
exactly.
Yes. Actually,
We lack nuance.
I do want to mention this because it was really interesting when we were auditioning for Senior Showcase. And the one who was looking at all our self-tapes, our professor, he said he saw no vulnerability in anyone's. And it's not like we weren't doing any like pieces that could bring that out, but it's that like none of us committed that far. And it wasn't something that I was like, yeah, I kind of did. And then I watched it over and I was like,
No, yeah.
I'm still suppressing it in this clip here.
Yeah.
Well, I just think everyone waited till the last minute to do it. I just kind of think
We also didn't really give a lot of time for it.
we did not get a lot.
We were given, like, I mean, to be fair, self tapes would be given within
Yeah,
you know,
that's
a
kind of normal.
few days to a week, but like, But yeah.
But it's interesting. Not one of us really like hit that mark for that.
No, every person I talked to, like when Wes said that in class, they were like, "Yeah, I fucked that up."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit up. Oh yeah, vulnerability. Also, yeah, can we have media literacy again, please, please, please?
Please. Okay, so do we?
I mean, we kind of also hit this one. It's just like, what do you struggle with and are trying to improve as an artist?
Vulnerability.
Yeah, which is vulnerability.
Specifically vulnerability when doing dramatic work. But you know what's actually kind of interesting is that I've been focusing so much on improving as a dramatic actor that improving as a comedic actor I've kind of left to the side. So my comedic bones they're a little bit sloppy right now. I'm realizing 'cause I'm auditioning for graduate school programs for acting.
Yeah.
And they ask for like do a dramatic monologue and then do a comedic Shakespeare monologue, or they do like 2 monologues, one classic, one contemporary, one dramatic, one comedic, and I'm doing my dramatic monologue that gets me a lot of roles, and my comedic Shakespeare monologue, it just buns, man. I just need to change it.
Well, and that being said, then why don't you do a monologue for us right now?
I could.
Yeah.
Is that something that you guys ask?
You please.
Yeah.
All right.
No, go ahead. Whenever you're ready. And go ahead and look at the camera.
I'll look into the camera if you can zoom in.
Yeah, I'm on.
Work your magic, Michael.
I want to push this back a little bit, Mike.
Oh. Oh, this one.
Yeah, just because it's pretty close. It's pretty dark. Yeah, keep the illusion of the whole thing. But on the wall opposite of where I sit, there's like a little electrical box, like a fuse box. There's a dent in it like somebody hit it with their fist. Everything reflected in it gets reflected upside down, like you're looking at a spoon. That's where I can see him. Not behind me yet. But I can hear him coming. Going in with the gun in his hand. Well, the gun he got out up front when he paid his fare. His dress shoes are making too much noise on the carpet. The carpet's too thin. The boss should get a new one, but money's cheap. Not behind me yet. Not behind me yet. Cheap light bulb just above my head. And there he is. Standing behind me, standing in position, standing upside down. There are some feet placements on the floor so that he knows where to stand, so that he won't miss. The gun is always cold. Winter or summer, the gun is always cold, and when he touches me with it, he can feel that I am warm, and he knows I'm alive. And if I'm alive, then he can shoot me dead. And for a moment, with him standing behind me upside down, and him looking at me like I'm Lincoln, it's real. And then he shoots. Can I just say? My focal point was Sydney Sweeney's cleavage over there, because that's just where that's where I normally place my eyeline when I do that monologue.
So for the audience at home,
Let me move the mic real quick.
oh yes,
Before you guys Okay.
for the audience at home, my roommate and I, we have a Sydney Sweeney flag. We got this before she became controversial.
Yep.
And we are actively looking for a new flag, so please don't cancel us.
Yeah.
If you have, please comment down below. Hopefully by the time this episode comes out, we'll have a new one. We're looking at Guy Fieri, the one dude from He Did Rivalry.
Oh.
And then I know you can't go wrong with it's a little bit of Ice Spice, but yeah.
But
yeah, that was beautiful. Yeah, yes.
I mean,
Thanks. I love to act.
yeah. No, I mean, it's funny because this is kind of our secret question that we ask.
Well, now everyone's gonna know it, but
Yeah, well, I mean,
And well, if they watch it doesn't matter.
yeah, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't, because they still have to do it on the spot.
Yeah.
This is actually something that like me and Michael struggle with is kind of like doing a monologue on the spot. Like, but it is important to do as an actor to be able to be.
You should have 8 that you could at least like look at for 5 minutes and then like.
See, I have one I can do that with, and it's a sonnet.
I have one that it's from Death of a Salesman. And I do love that monologue so much. I would marry the monologue if it were a person. But yeah.
I think the secret sauce that actors are missing right now when it comes to audition is just enjoying auditioning.
Yeah.
Most actors that I talk to hate auditioning, and I think more people would land more roles if they just liked it.
If they embrace it and have fun.
Exactly, because they don't want to see someone not have a good time.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I know it's like one thing to be like, just have fun, easier said than done.
It is.
But once you get yourself in that mindset that like, this is just an audition, I'm always going to be doing this.
Yeah, it's acting.
It's acting. You go there and you have fun, you forget about it, and then, was this an email? Oh, I got it.
We were talking about this with Diana. It's you get to do this.
Yes.
It's a thing of you get to.
Yeah.
And like I know we're really beating a dead horse with this, but like you get to go do this. Like a lot of people they get to, but they have to go to their 9 to 5 and sit at a desk and be miserable.
Yeah.
We get to go audition for, Catcher in the Rye and
I get to pretend to be an airplane.
Exactly. Yeah. We get a flop on the floor like fish. Like and I think that's another wonderful part about being an actor, and we get clowned on for it, but I love it.
But like, I don't want to do your job, man.
Yeah,
So exciting. Like if you think about it in this way, where people are like if you're job hunting and you're like, oh, I got 3 interviews coming up. You're not really looking forward to those, but if you're like, I got 3 auditions coming up, that's kind of exciting because like, one's an HBO show and I feel really good about the second one, and this third one I'm reading sides. I really don't know what to expect.
Exactly.
It's kind of like there's so much like my favorite part about acting is the surprise that come with it.
Yeah.
I'm a big surprise guy. If someone surprises me, I'm always delighted. And the fact that like
Yay!
Yay! But the fact that like at any moment your life could change is just so fun to me.
It's
so
really
fun.
awesome.
It's so cool. Like especially the bigger things you audition for, the more exciting it is.
And I'll say it's also exciting having a lot of like actor friends, because then they get something and you're excited for them, especially in this department. Like one thing that I really praise this class for is that we're all so diverse. We all do such different things. So the idea of like competition, like I personally don't really feel that, because we all go for different things. We all want different things. We all have different types. So no one's ever really like fighting for the same role, maybe like you do in high school.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't until we took professional prep, which it's funny, there's like 3 classes that we keep talking about.
So professional prep.
I mean, those are the 3.
Okay.
Those are 3 of the best classes.
Yeah. That was the
DT.
I mean,
but professional prep really showed me that we really are kind of all going for different things. Like, a lot of us want to do movies and TV shows, but some of us want to voice act, some of us want to be an artist.
Yeah. Do music, do comedy,
Shakespeare,
classical acting.
Yeah. We have a few friends who like specifically do Shakespeare. And have Eli.
Yes.
He's getting his master's at
It's the go right there.
somewhere in
He's going to RADA.
RADA, yes.
Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts.
Which is like, it's really impressive.
It's really impressive just getting in there in the first.
Yeah, he's the only American there.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so.
At least in his class.
Yeah. He's in all of England. He's the only American.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. He's kind of a goat.
Yeah, I don't think they were in the.
I'm applying there. I'm applying to RADA and Lambda.
Like, respectfully, I want you to get in, but also like I don't, because then you'd be so.
That'd be really far away, and then you guys are fucked. Or then I'm fucked. So it's like all my friends are gone except maybe Eli. Eli's here.
Because we're planning on doing.
And maybe Milo.
And maybe Milo. Yeah.
Well, we're planning on doing that the mukbang with him
George.
and
Yeah,
Josh.
I'm down to come back. Yeah, I'm down to bring us back to a mukbang.
So for that reason alone,
You can't go.
you can't go.
Oh, okay. I'll tell Lambda that.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, it makes sense. I'll understand.
Yeah.
Obviously.
For the #1 podcast, what was the award we won the other day?
Esquire's best podcast.
Yeah, the Esquire's Best Podcast.
Yeah, congratulations, by the way.
We're planning on. Thank you. We're planning on winning more. So.
Yeah. I don't doubt that.
But,
Hey, you guys haven't even released an episode yet.
Yeah, I know, it's aggressive. We showed them it's our face, and they were like, "Wow,
Yeah.
2 sexy curly-haired white men with facial."
I mean, when was the last time you saw a podcast with 2 white guys? I mean,
Never.
I mean, if they check out the obligatory podcast, that's one.
It's 2 black dudes, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Forrest just likes to wear makeup.
Yeah, he puts on a mean white face.
yeah. Wait, we're gonna go ahead and say that he does not. Just for
Does it mean white face?
Okay. Anyways, question numero 4.
yeah. So this one's actually
This is a very serious one, so
yeah. I need you to lock in for this one. I don't want any jokes. Now I was telling Diana, like, usually with these questions, I get, I'm pretty vulnerable here because, like, these are questions that keep me up at night.
he literally texted me at 4 a.m. He was like, "Hey,
I was
you up?"
busy.
And
Yeah.
he was like, he FaceTimes me, and he's just walking
Walk-
back.
Yeah. No, I needed a booty call low key, but then I
told him my number for that.
No, we don't have to get into that part. But yeah, no, I was pacing in my room and I was just like, I don't know, Michael, if I can. I was like visually like shaking, and I was like, I don't know if I can ask this.
He had the sweats too.
I did, and I have to
He's going to withdrawal.
Yeah, it was something like that. Like, it was just so extreme. But George, just tell me, if you were a cereal, what would you be, and would you let me eat you?
Well, yes, I would let you eat me. I just need to know what kind of cereal I am before
Okay.
you, because the tricky part isn't like, would I let you eat me? I would let you eat me any day of the week. I'm not even cereal, and I'd already let you
Holy shit!
dine in.
Okay.
But the question is,
Thank
like,
God.
am I a good enough cereal for you? That's really the question.
Well, are you peanut?
No,
Yeah.
no, it's not.
Okay.
He's not. You're not Reese's Puffs.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm allergic to peanuts, so that would, like, low key.
Is there peanuts in Reese's Puffs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like a
I
little,
know it's peanut butter like flavored, but I didn't know if there was like.
I think it's a little bit.
Yeah, it is. I've never had it before.
That makes sense.
Why are you laughing?
What's so funny?
Nothing. Iris. So yeah, what cereal would you be? And then what cereal do you think we would be?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I'm kind of not. It's not that I'm unfamiliar with the cereal game. It's just that I've been out of it for so long.
I can look up cereals for you.
Yeah, I mean, Michael can pull up the list.
I think Simon, you give Cookie Crisps. You're giving me a Cookie Crisps vibe, like with the wolf that tries to like steal them. I can definitely see
You
that.
think I, like, steal shit?
No, I don't think you. I wouldn't necessarily say that you steal shit, but you kind of have like a
Like, I steal your
cooler. You got it. Well, yes, you did do that. You got a cool, like suave kind of energy to you.
Okay.
Well, actually, you kind of both have a
No, not as much, though, with Michael. Like,
You're actually right about that.
yeah.
You know what I was gonna say? Maybe we're the 2 dudes from Apple Jacks, like the AG Apple.
Oh, you can't say that.
Yeah.
Which would have used the cinnamon stick? That's the Simon. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, see, let's
This-
send it out now.
This one, you gave me all these lame cereals.
Well, that's, you know what, George. You say
Gremlin cereal.
I just looked at the first photo.
What the hell is Circus Fun?
Here we go.
This is a tier list. Well, first off, this tier list is wrong. They
Why?
put Captain Crunch. They put Captain Crunch first.
Oh
my
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, I'm not a Captain Crunch.
I'm definitely locking in Cookie Crisps for you, Simon. I think
Okay.
for you, Michael. You know, the thing that I'm always saying about you is that you're pretty cuckoo. You're like, I'm super. You know, like this one, I can switch it.
No, it's good. I was gonna say there's
Oh
one.
wait, actually,
There's one answer that's definitely wrong, and if you said it, we were fighting. But
wait, hold on. I'm actually looking at Frosted Flakes. Is that the one?
Ooh.
no,
Like, he's Tony the Tiger type thing?
no, Tony the Tiger's funny.
Have you ever looked at?
Great.
Yeah, have you ever looked at Tony the Tiger's Twitter page
No.
in the mid 2010s?
No, is it bad?
Was it racist?
No. The tweets they were posting.
I don't know to ask.
No, they weren't racist.
Was it like current Duolingos?
No. Their tweets were fine. Like the tweets that came from Tony the Tiger himself were great.
What?
It was what people were replied with.
Oh.
So every time the Tony the Tiger Twitter page would post anything, any tweet at all, it would just be people replying with just the grimiest smut and Rule 34 of Tony the Tiger, to the point where
So what's wrong with that?
the official Twitter page was like, "Hey guys, there might be children like watching. Please stop doing this." Obviously,
Twitter?
they didn't. Yeah. Well, you know.
Children on Twitter?
If there's children on Twitter, we gotta slightly.
That's another conversation.
Well, I'm pretty sure you only have to be 13 in order to get a Twitter account.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, yeah.
Personally,
That's with most social media.
Personally, I think you're a child until you're 21 years old. So
Yeah, if you can't drink and smoke legally,
I think you're a kid.
You're a little fucking kid.
what are you? Though?
Oh, right. Fuck. Sorry.
I was gonna say, if you said I was Lucky Charms, we were fighting.
No, you're definitely not Lucky Charms.
Thank you.
I know you're Irish or whatever.
I'm not Irish.
Are you
I don't know. I don't.
Not Irish. I'm Czech, Slavic, Polish, Hungarian, and English.
I know I just went on about like being super whimsical or whatever, but I really like the vibe of me being kind of a boring cereal. Like
Really?
Yeah. I think.
No, please.
Well, I guess I have to give my answer.
yeah, and then
First.
we'll say.
Should I say I'm Count Chocula?
See,
I'm not Count Chocula.
You're not Count Chocula.
I'm definitely not Count Chocula.
sneeze?
yeah, you're good.
I lost it.
Wait, hold on. Do you mind if I
Yeah,
Google something
please,
on your phone?
please.
There's like a
You can't look up porn on my phone.
too late. I think I'm Gorilla Munch actually.
Gorilla Munch? You gotta show me that one.
Yeah, it's like Pops cereal. It's
Oh,
like,
I've had that,
Yeah,
actually.
it's like super niche. This is like I've always wanted to try Gorilla Munch. Maybe for the mukbang, you get a giant bowl of milk
We all drink.
and Gorilla Munch. Where you,
That wouldn't be a hard mukbang.
Okay.
actually.
So I don't. I think, I think you're more like Tricks
that's fair.
because you're not fruity. You're colorful.
Oh, damn it.
No space. Oh.
What the freak?
You guys filmed like 6 episodes, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Well, I'll clear that out later, but we'll still have the audio.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's okay. By the way, the camera just
Dive.
space.
Basically.
No, I think Simon's definitely like, oh, Simon, you could be a Fruity Pebbles guy.
Fruity Pebbles?
Yeah,
I could see that.
or not Fruity Pebbles. I'm sorry, Fruit Loops.
Oh, well, I was
You
teetering on
can?
Fruity Pebbles for you, Simon.
Well, because
Yeah.
you can be playing like music and stuff, and that's Simon.
But she does decline.
I do. Yeah, I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at that. Well, then.
Oh, you might be the Sour Patch Kids cereal.
Why don't you give me your phone? Because I didn't realize that I could give.
Oh,
you
Gorilla Munch is right there.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Damn, they put that in D tier.
I've heard it's not great.
We're gonna for the mukbang. Mukbang. We'll just
Wait, Michael, let me choose one for you. If you.
choose one for George too.
Yeah.
Which one did I say was you? Tricks.
Yeah.
Because I think
It's good you remembered. I didn't.
I think it's mildly racist if I said it was Cocoa Puffs,
Yeah.
and I'm not racist.
Yeah. Well, I saw you laughing when I said Gorilla Munch, so.
Okay, honestly though,
Just the name Gorilla Munch is
Pretty funny.
it's beautiful.
That's why I said it.
It's just beautiful.
see, a part of me wants to say that you're like a little Raisin Bran.
Okay, fuck you. That's really
Raisin
disrespectful.
Like you would carry around. Like,
I did
2
think about
scoops
that
of
one
raisins.
Are you really? You think I'm that bland?
No, I love Raisin.
Bland. Raisin Bran is my favorite cereal.
I love Raisin Bran.
It's my favorite cereal. And I stand behind that.
I love Raisin
And
Bran.
I'm not even embarrassed. Yeah.
I wish the camera could see how pissed off Michael is at me for making that joke.
No, but Michael, wouldn't you? Because he kind of has like the same expression as you.
The big joyous smile.
Yeah, and holding 2 scoops of raisins, you would do that. You would do that, motherfucker. You would do that. Don't even lie. Yeah, so that's the one for you. I have to choose one for Lucio's. That's real.
Yeah, they
Overwatch?
made Lucio. Well,
Really good.
no, they were fine actually. Now that I think about it.
Okay.
Wait, so can the mukbang just be a bunch of different cereals that like?
You know, one of my second favorite No Shame act of all time is you and Simon eating, and a third person,
And the other forest.
eating cereal on stage for 8 minutes. That's my second favorite No Shame act.
Yeah. Well, he decides, and
I think I'm gonna have to decide right now. Actually, I'm gonna.
yeah, you have 3 seconds. 3,
I
2,
think you're
1.
Oreos O's because one. Let me say this.
Because he's mixed.
Nope. I know you're gonna say that. That's why I said wait. I was gonna say because you're like more of a treat than
The actual meal.
yeah. Like I
It's
feel
very
like
sweet.
But I feel like I'm almost like
Taste.
diabetic around you, kind of. But you just
Yeah, as
who
if
you are.
It's gonna be shoving sugar down your throat.
Yeah, and you shove other things down my throat, and
Yeah.
that's just
That's
part
the way.
of
That's
part
the
of
way
the
it
fun
is.
of
That's just-
George.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to cereal eating. We ate cereal on stage for 8 minutes straight while a multitude of songs played. And we, at one point, had
The Gummy Bear song?
Yep, the Gummy Bear was one of them. We also had people shouting USA. Thank you to our good friend Matthew Foltz. But yeah, so I think that was a relatively good way to wrap that question up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like we talked about Nush.
You know what? This is like we keep hitting like most of these questions with George just talking about like in general, which is kind of wonderful because our next question was like, what's something that scares you about your career moving forward? And I know we hit that a little bit, but like yeah.
What scares me? I guess one thing that I'm kind of dealing with now that I'm in Showcase is the fact that I haven't been capitalizing on the opportunities really that I had over these past few years in order to like kind of grow a brand. Like, what's going on? Oh, you guys talking about the time?
Yeah, we say we don't mind we going over.
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because like we're talking, I mean, Wes pulled me and Kylie aside. We're the two hosts of No Shame, and we're also like getting into like writing sketches together. And he was like, "You guys should have been writing sketches like yesterday." He's like, "You guys got to get on that now." And it's like scary because I mean the industry is moving more towards. Gosh, I literally was just talking about this on my podcast this morning. But like the industry is
We'll
pretty.
put the link for that in the bio.
I don't really appreciate that.
Of course, 'cause you're gonna do that for us.
Exactly.
You don't have to.
Well, I mean, you guys already shout out your own podcast at the end, but obviously,
And in the beginning.
and in the beginning, yeah.
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 But like comedians right now are posting their content online, like all of their content online, as well as doing stand up, as well as auditioning for shit.
A lot of it's becoming short form.
Short form content, which like personally I find disgusting, and that's something that does scare me. Is that I'm gonna have to like.
Get in your uncomfortability, like the
Yeah,
zones.
like I remember me and my co-host on my podcast, we talked a little bit about like the idea of clipping our podcast on TikTok for like views in order to grow it, and we both were just like, we're not interested in being a big podcast. What we're interested in is like doing stuff that we find fulfilling and things that we find fun. Because I think that if we did our podcast, a lot of the stuff that we ended up doing or wanted to do with it wouldn't have really turned out that way. Like a lot of what's very marketable, especially when it comes to promoting yourself, is like things that are very palatable to a wide audience, and that's just not something that I find interesting. But that is something that I'm gonna have to like
Get used to.
Like I'm not worried about moving to a new city or auditioning, but I am like, okay, I have to discipline myself in order to post content regularly and be willing to put it up on social media in order to get exposure.
That kind of feeds into the idea of like how like this is something I think about a lot because I also want to go into like short form and do kind of those comedy sketches. Is that like it's cringy until you make it.
Yes,
It's kind of how it
It's
feels.
still cringy, but like it's fantastic.
That's like the thing because I feel like some of my niche with my comedy is that it's awkward and that it's cringy.
But I think that's what makes it so funny. Because there's this guy.
But also I'll be up all night thinking about it. Was that a little too cringy? Yeah, you know what I mean.
I just like you have to like put it out of your mind. Like there's this guy on Instagram and TikTok. I think his name's Chandler Cooper, but he shaves his chest hair to be different things. So like he shaves a bikini or a tie or like zebra stripes, and then he does this face and this voice. He goes, "So this is me," but he's also like a very serious musician, and like I think that it's a very marketable thing. Yeah.
I mean, Veronica, who's on SNL now, her
Veronica
whole thing was
is
just
hilarious.
she was just being cringy like,
Kyle, Kyle, why don't you like me? What the freak?
like
Yeah.
that was her whole thing.
And that's really like you, because you are that's kind of just how you are in everyday scenarios. Like,
I'm a little freak.
It
yeah,
actually is
like
true.
I'm a little freak.
you do have a toe fetish,
It's not a problem though.
No, not at all. He's
Not a problem.
He's kind of like a dog.
What?
Which toe?
He likes all of them.
Oh, okay.
He likes to
Well-
stick peanut butter in between them and like.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought he was
but there's a
allergic.
tier. There's a tier list.
Yeah, but it's like it's
Well,
it's almond butter. Not
what's the tier list actually?
Well, the tier list. Well, I mean, it's pretty.
Is it separated by? Is it 10 toes or is it like big toe?
It's 5 toes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're 5 toes.
I have it from a 6. Do you like count that in there?
That's a bonus. I put that in S tier for sure, just because like I don't have one.
Yeah.
Like it's extra mysterious to me.
It's true.
I would put. Should I start at the bottom or the top?
Start at the bottom.
Yeah, what's like D tier?
I will say kind of the worst toe is kind of like the toe next to the big toe because it's trying to be a big toe, but
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of not really.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, get a grip, kind of like grow up type shit, you know. But and I will say, the next toe probably has to go to the big toe, because like, yeah, I would
Like in dislikes?
yeah. So if we're going like 5 toes, number 5 is the one next to the big toe, and then 4 is the big toe, because like
That's a controversial case.
it just. I don't like the way it looks at me sometimes.
Really?
Like sometimes I have to cover it up, but
But I know people like the girth of the big toe and like the
I'm
fitness.
not a girth guy.
You're not a girth guy. Wow.
No.
You know, that's surprising. I thought you would be a girth guy.
I think Simon just likes them smaller.
He does. I know. Yeah.
I like it teeny weeny. For number 3, honestly, okay, can I say 3 and 2 are kind of tied?
Yeah.
It's gonna be between the pinky toe and the
Ring,
what are my fingers here?
Middle toe?
ring toe? Like this
The one next to the big
Yes,
toe?
yes.
So you think the middle toe is the number one?
No, number 1 is the pinky toe.
You just said it was tied between.
I said between the pinky toe and the second one next to the big toe.
Oh, so your ring toe. Your ring toe and your middle
Yeah,
toe.
the ring toe and your middle toe. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I thought you said your pinky toe was tied for third and second. I was confused.
No.
No, that was
I know this is hard visually, and I wish it's funny that the camera died now.
Yes, Simon is currently editing a picture of a foot on screen, and an arrow is pointing at each one.
Yeah.
There you go. Have fun with
I
it.
can do that. I
Yeah.
can do that. That's simple enough. Don't say anything more than that. Dave.
Okay, and the foot is flashing rainbow colors.
None of that. But yet, no, the pinky toe is just like it's got a little bit of an arch on it. Like it's always arching its back at me.
Yeah,
Like it's
you like that?
It's sometimes I just look at it.
You texting on the podcast?
Yeah, I'm pushing back poker until 8 so we can still go to the gym.
Okay.
You should, Sorry.
We're still doing that? You want to walk through that?
Is it sticking?
I don't know.
Barely.
It's sticking. But yeah,
Oh yeah. So next on our list of podcast questions.
that was a very important segment though. So
Well, yeah, it was very important.
Yeah, I think that was actually longer than what am I afraid of. But I mean, we kind of talked a little bit about it all throughout. So
yeah,
I think just
Oh, and sorry, I do want to add one thing that I'm really scared of is having a career where I am big in one thing, not necessarily like the biggest, but big in one thing, and then I don't get anything after that. I don't want that career.
like a one-hit wonder type thing.
Yeah, I like I don't want to be. I mean, I don't want to throw any shade to anyone, but like, Stranger Things, Noah Schnapp, I mean, it's different because that was his first role and whatnot, but
it still is.
he's kind of like that was what he did, and then he's just
No,
not
it
really.
was Charlie Brown in the Charlie Brown movie.
That's true. Which actually,
he actually did really
he was really good. That was like
Yeah.
I think that's his best role yet.
Yeah.
Of the two that I've seen.
But that's back when like those Stranger Things stars were like sought after, and people were like, "Please get him money."
Yeah, we have to get the kids on TV because
That
they're very
dude,
popular.
Matarazzo, he actually is a big voice actor.
Did
Yeah,
you
I
do a
think
Lance
that's-
Reader too?
He does a lot of
Yeah.
Broadway.
No, he's like, I think he's the most talented out of all of those.
Really?
Yep.
Out of the kids,
Out of the kids, it's Gaten.
Are you a big kid guy?
I think
anyway.
I think the most. I think the most.
Sadie.
No, I think it's Sadie Sink.
Yeah.
I think it's Sadie Sink, but I think Caleb McLaughlin is like right then.
Caleb McLaughlin is the biggest like shock, like because I feel like they didn't do really that much with his character at first. Then he turned out to be one of the only good actors on the show towards the end.
Yeah, I think it's interesting how like the show proposed this like core group of kids together,
Yeah.
and then they all just separate. Like after season 1, they're all like Dustin. Oh, have you seen all of Stranger Things?
I have not seen a single episode.
Okay, so Dustin like goes off with Steve and Eddie and hangs out with the older
Yeah.
kids, and like Lucas is almost exclusively with Max, and Mike is exclusively with 11, and Will kind of like doesn't really do much.
Yeah, that's kind of like why he's like why the last arc was so kind of
Underwhelming. Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I mean, it's hard when you have like that big cast of characters and you want to like, because I know a lot of people just wanted the core four kids to come back
Together.
together.
I think they should have.
I think they should have too, because that's when they were strongest.
I have a hot take about the ending. I don't know what the ending is, but
Yeah, but I'd love to hear your hot.
So hear your
my hot take is that it should have ended with them sitting in a garage playing D&D, and I know that was like a spectacle, or like they were.
Michael, I think that's dumb as shit.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Is that not literally what it was?
Wait, is that what it is?
Just them? Oh, wait. You mean like when they're really old or something?
The very ending is like them.
He wants them to be like the whole story was D&D.
Yeah.
Oh no, the snow globe theory, that would have been dumb.
But it would have been funny.
It would
have been funny.
It would have been easy.
It would have been
like,
yeah.
How do we end this? I know. Mike says, and that's the end of the campaign, and then they're back in their basement.
But I mean,
And I think that would have been cool. So, anyways,
and they're like
easy and
they're like
lazy.
40, and they're like really fat, and like Max never existed, so Lucas is a chud, and Mike's a chud, and
it's just old
man.
that theory though that Mike like made like Will into him, like, and people are like that wouldn't make any sense because he just made Will.
he would have just been like, "Hey, Will, your character in this campaign is in love with me, but I don't reciprocate, so sorry, man." Like that would have been.
It's so
what are we talking? What are we doing here?
yeah.
anyways,
Why, and Will's like, "Why did you write my older brother to be in love with your older sister?" What is
hey, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, our next question is a hot dog a sandwich?
No,
Thank you.
because if it was a sandwich, you would call it a sandwich. It's not a sandwich. We call it a hot dog.
Thank you.
Okay.
I mean,
Can't argue with that.
But I mean, you call a hoagie, and that's a sandwich.
no, you call it a hoagie.
Yeah, but it's also a sandwich.
You can. I mean,
A hamburger, that's a sandwich. What's
not
called
a
a hamburger?
a hamburger is not a sandwich.
It's
So it depends on like what your definition is of a sandwich. If it's something that's in between two things of bread,
yeah.
of course it's gonna be.
I could put a soda can and two pieces of bread together, and is that a sandwich?
Well, I mean, a knuckle sandwich is bread.
Right. Yeah.
Fist.
Yes, you kind of there.
I'm just saying.
No, I think.
No, but I agree. A hot dog is.
I think the names we call things are important. If we really wanted it to be a sandwich, that's just what we would call it. We would call it a hot dog sandwich.
Yeah.
I guess maybe it is.
Yeah, thank you.
You're-
And all right.
Is this the last question?
Yeah, this is
Which one do you want to do?
the last question.
The very like 7.
Yeah.
Really quick. Who inspires you the most? 30 seconds. No,
Seconds?
3 words. Their name and then why.
3. What inspires me the most?
We're holding microphones up to George's mouth.
Yeah.
For those.
I don't know. Well, I have exposition.
3, 2, 1.
Everyone.
Beautiful.
God, wow, what an
Okay,
what an
anyways,
awful, stupid
next
answer
question.
to be that.
Next question. George is an idiot, but it's fine. We love him.
No, we already went throughout the podcast like who inspires.
Yeah.
And,
It's more like what inspires me.
yeah, exactly.
'Cause I've never really had a who that I've been like.
Yeah,
I'm actually Donald Glover.
Oh,
great pull.
awesome,
Fantastic.
awesome. Love.
I actually am modeling my trajectory in acting after.
Are you gonna be a rapper too?
I would love to. I would love to do rap.
Wait, do you know rap?
modeling it.
Do you know rap for us right now?
No.
I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, I guess I could. I would need a beat, but
You did
Boom,
do a
boom,
rapping rap
boom,
battle
boom,
with your podcast.
Boom boom.
Yeah.
Boom
yeah.
boom. Boom boom. Boom boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
ah,
Yeah.
ah,
Yeah.
ah,
Yeah.
ee, ooh, ah,
Ah.
Okay. Okay. We're doing different videos.
That was beautiful.
No, that'll be on the mukbang.
But I mean, a lot of his essences are things that I think I could pull off. He was probably the most successful person. I'm going to say this. He's the most successful person to start off on YouTube. He started out making sketches on YouTube. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's how he landed. That's kind of how he landed his first job. And I think also what got him into NYU is that he did sketches in NYU. This is when YouTube was first starting. He was a part of a sketch comedy group. That led him to do sketch comedy, which led him to become a writer on a show, which led him to become a star on Community, which led to him launching his music career, which led to him doing dramatic work in movies, which led to him making his own show. And that is basically exactly what I do.
Oh my gosh.
The first time I found out about Donald Glover was as Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
So I didn't know he was an actor until they made a reference in one of the episodes of Community. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I knew about Childish Gambino, but I didn't know they were the same person for a while.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait a minute, Donald Glover, there's no way that there's two Donald Glovers that are very successful right now at this moment in time. And it's crazy because it's not even like he's choosing like adjacent things. I mean, sure, music is kind of similar because it's still art, but like it's a whole different identity. Like it's not like he was making funny type music like Lil Dicky or something.
No, he's making like real, honest songs about like,
and a lot of them are just beautiful.
He does very beautiful. Yeah, I would love to make music in the future. I'm just not good at any instruments, but I can rap, so I don't know.
Hey, that's just get good at producing on FL Studios, and you don't learn a single thing.
That's what Donald Glover does. He just goes on FL Studios and he's like,
what sounds good together? If you got a good ear,
What if he makes drums and a guitar?
Yeah. And then the final question is, Mr. Simone.
Sure. Yeah. The final question is, do you think there should be a clear line drawn between reality and dreams?
When you say dreams, do you mean like the ones where you are asleep, or do you mean dreams as in like goals?
Goals, for sure. And I'm glad you made that distinction.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, expectations.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that should people...
Like, say you want to shoot for being on SNL or something, like something huge that, like, not many people get to do. Or, like, a Marvel superhero or something.
Or should you be realistic, like...
No, you should never be realistic.
All right, wonderful. I'd like to go a little bit.
Sorry. I'll go a little bit more into it. I think... well, the thing about me... The one thing about me... But,
Sorry.
75% of the audience just clicked off because of that sneeze.
Yeah, it didn't exactly peak on audio. So
no. Well, it's just... Mr. B said that 75% of audiences click off when they hear a gross sound, like a burp. But I think...
I don't think it was gross. I thought it was cute.
I thought it was... Yeah, you have a very cute kitty cat sneeze.
Yeah, I thought so.
His name's Puppy. We don't like cats.
No, you're Puppy. This is Kitty.
No, he's also
No,
Puppy.
I'm Puppy too.
Oh, you're
We're both Puppy.
Okay, I could be Kitty.
You want to be our little kitty?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, your name in my phone's now Kitty.
Okay, go for it. I'll talk a little bit more about my lore. When I actually don't... I know I talked about this in my podcast episode this morning, but it stopped snowing. No, it didn't.
I think now it's just raining.
Yeah. I came into this school... My kitty George.
Let George speak, please.
Sorry.
Yeah, come on, Michael.
Really
Jeez.
funny. And please tell me if I've already mentioned this early in the episode, but when I was going into college, that was the last thing that I wanted to do. I didn't want to go to school I didn't want to go to school for anything. I wanted to just make YouTube videos in my house, just kind of forever.
Yeah.
I came to VCU because my mom applied for me, and it was the only school that I got into both academically and into the acting program.
Yeah.
I applied to 4 schools. One school rejected me just right off the gate. I don't think I sent it everything I needed to. I applied to JMU, didn't get in there education wise. I applied to PACE. They let me in, but not into their acting program. But they let me in with a $100,000 scholarship, which is crazy because I had a 2.7 GPA. Jeez. So I was like, something is off. And then there was VCU. And I didn't think that I was going to graduate from school. I thought I was going to get out of there a year tops. And I didn't try at all. I didn't audition for anything. I didn't go see any shows. I didn't apply myself. I didn't do any work in class. And I was just someone who didn't want to try. I don't really know specifically what it was that made me just completely flip the script. It was probably having DT as a teacher. It was having DT and Emily as teachers, actually, who just encouraged me to try even a little bit. Yeah. And by trying, I learned. I mean, I went on this massive growth change. I auditioned for the BFA program. I auditioned to be in shows. I, did this and that, and actually started succeeding. I was like, I am so much happier, because even if I didn't get those things, I would be so much happier still, because I actually attempted to do something. I think that being realistic is a goal. This is, I'm going to get a little political, but I think capitalism, actually doesn't want people to actually try to do things. They want people to fall in line and kind of help with the machine. And I don't want to really do that. I kind of want to go and try my own things. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to try again. Like, this is the one thing that I want to do, is to perform and entertain people. Whether that's on YouTube, on a stage, on a screen, I don't care. I'm always going to try. I'm always going to try to reach my dreams. And when I do reach my dreams, I'm going to have a new dream. I'm going to chase that. Because that's so much better than kind of sitting on my hands and being like, I guess I'm done.
That's a lot like the Matthew McConaughey talking about who his hero is. He said, someone asked him, he said, who's your hero? He goes, me in 10 years. And then 10 years happens and he goes, who's your hero? Me in 10 years or something, or me next year or something like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, because I want to be the best I can be, and I can only get better the next year, and something along those lines. I know I'm butchering it, but
I do also think that it is important to not look at it as getting better, but to look at it as growing as a person, because the idea of better oftentimes comes from the thought of not good enough. It's where perfectionism is kind of like breeded, the idea of not good enough, but there's better. There's a thing that I can become close to perfect, which is stupid, because you can't, because 99 isn't closer to infinity than 1.
Huh?
So there's no such thing.
I like that.
There's no such thing as perfect. Like, don't go for better. Go for growth. Go for discovery. Go for fulfillment. Which is really, I think, how I want to answer that question is that I think you should always go for fulfillment, and I think you will only be fulfilled if you try to go for your dreams, even if you don't succeed.
So no dreams and no line of reality, but rather
fulfillment. Yeah,
fulfillment.
try
Good.
it.
Sorry, I was like, my mind blanked at that moment. I forgot the word you used.
Yeah, you're completely fine.
fulfillment,
I mean, we've been filming for an hour and 10 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah. And I've been, God, in the last 24 hours alone, I've filmed 8 podcast episodes.
Yeah, this is Mr. Podcast, guys. So yeah, if you really like podcasts, you gotta check him out. Because,
link in bio.
yeah, he's a pro. But anyway, thank you so much for listening.
Like, subscribe.
Thank you for George, our wonderful guest.
Yeah, well, thank you guys so much for having me. I had a really good time. This is my first time being on someone else's real podcast. So.
Yeah. Even though we haven't started just yet,
yeah,
it's still a real podcast.
Yeah, but thank you guys, and until next time, bye.
Bye.
Bye.